Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
All your worlds are about to change.
Welcome to episode 2 of my Spring Sweeps Week, and today we are going to be talking about network television shows, both drama and comedy. I have got 3 shows for you. One that I was a little bit upset over the fact that its season began a little further on than it usually does, because I kind of really wanted to include it in the last Sweeps Week for the fall. And of course, that is the 3rd season of Moms, starring Allison Janney and Anna Faris. Now, I am so glad that this show has developed a following, because it really is one of the stronger shows out there. And not just is it a fantastic laugh-out-loud comedy, and of course we can thank Anna Faris and Allison Janney for that, but I am very impressed with how much real-life family drama is actually brought into the show. The 3rd season really was a heavy hitter. We had everything from a death of a friend, to a broken heart over a wedding, to a very big life-changing event for Christy, which I was really happy to watch. But I really also appreciated how great the chemistry between the characters is. When Anna Faris and Allison Janney are in a room together, they just make magic happen. And even the side characters were so fantastic. Jamie Presley, I am so glad that she has joined this show, because she gave me one of the more stronger performances of her in this show, and I love her as Jill. She is such a laugh a minute, and her one-liners are impeccable. I would have loved to see Octavia Spencer's character show up a little bit more, but we did get a little bit of her in the show as well this season, and it was fun as well. But I am so happy that Mom ended off the way it did, because it is one of the better shows on television today. I highly suggest that you watch it if you haven't started. And now let's take a look at another show that I did not anticipate getting renewed for a 2nd season, but it did. And it is The Odd Couple, starring Matthew Perry and Thomas Lennon, once again as the Neil Simon characters Oscar and Felix. And this show is not one of the strongest shows out there, but it is definitely fun to watch. These characters are hilarious, and the jokes that are in the show, especially for a group of characters that have been around for so many generations, the fact that they have still managed to bring it to the modern day with a strong season was very admirable of Matthew Perry, who is one of the producers of the show. I have heard that it has been renewed for a 3rd season, so I'm quite impressed by that. But with the season coming to a close, it was not one of the stronger shows that I watched, but it still was something that I was able to sit through and enjoy. But now let's talk about a dramatic show, and of course, if you notice that the shirt is a bunch of DC characters that I'm wearing, it's because we are going to be talking about the latest of the DC television universe shows, and that is DC's Legends of Tomorrow. We had very successful seasons this year with Arrow and The Flash, and Supergirl was one of the biggest surprises on television for me this year, but Legends of Tomorrow for me had so much promise. I mean, you've got so many great, well-known heroes in the DC universe teaming up, from the Atom, to Firestorm, to Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and even a couple of characters who were created for the show, like White Canary. Although, one of the few things that didn't make sense for me was the fact that Captain Cold and Heatwave are part of this superhero team. I just don't know why they wanted to choose these supervillains, but it's basically about all of these heroes getting together to hunt down and stop Vandal Savage, thanks to Rip Hunter, a member of the Time Lords, who has the ability to time travel and prevent bad things from happening without disrupting the current timelines. It had so much promise, and I loved seeing all these heroes in one room together, but I have to say that the show was just not as deep and well thought out as the other DC shows out there. Now, I don't know what the next season is going to bring, because it has been renewed for a season 2, so apparently there happens to be a big following out there, and now that Supergirl has officially left CBS and is joining the CW, with a big announcement of all 4 of these shows having a crossover episode, maybe I should reinvest myself into Heroes of Tomorrow, and maybe if I finish watching the rest of the season, because I stopped after watching 5 episodes, maybe there will be some promise and this show will be worth watching, and I'll consider picking it up in the 2nd season. I have a feeling it is going to go on to Netflix, because the other DC shows have. But for now, guys, that's all that I have to bring you in terms of network television shows. 3 strong shows, one that I really didn't get into, but apparently is having a big following. And if you do watch Legends of Tomorrow, I'd like to know what your thoughts are in the box below. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next TV Sweeps episode, and actions speak louder than words.